It's summer in the city.
Hell yeah, it is. I'm Sarah.
I'm Francesca.
Welcome to Critical Babe Theory Summer Edition.
It's like 87 degrees outside.
Yeah.
The city is sweating, and I love it. Do you like heat?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I lived in the Caribbean for a year without AC.
I cannot believe that. It's
So,
shocking.
The New York summers ain't got nothing on that.
Yeah, totally. That's like a wall of heat. That's like that thick, heavy humidity Florida heat. Damn. Hit you like a brick wall.
Totally. But yeah, I got on the subway today and the AC felt amazing. Someone asked me if I was Billie Eilish. I said, wish I was. That would be cool.
I don't know. That's too famous.
Yeah.
But her eyeliner is amazing.
But if someone just like handed me the opportunity to be a pop star, I would take it.
Oh, for sure. Pop star is the height of glory.
Yeah.
I mean, what could be better? I've heard that it sort of like destroys you to get that much adulation from a huge crowd. It like really fucks with your chi and shit.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Look at Justin Bieber.
Look at him. God, why does he dress like that?
Because he was a child star.
Yeah.
There's just no hope.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to believe in the like eternal strength of the human spirit.
No, I have faith. I'm rooting for him. We're all
Oh,
rooting
you
for
are?
him. Of course. You're rooting against him?
I'm not rooting against him. I'm just not in the game. I'm not rooting. I'm just like watching occasionally over my shoulder and going, huh, weird.
I mean, I'm not like actively,
Yeah.
checking in on him.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, I only wish him the best.
Oh, sure. Just like I wish everyone the best.
Yeah.
I guess I don't wish everybody the best, but that's very unchristian of me.
It's too tall an order. We're not perfect. We're not God. It's okay.
We're not saints, but
not.
Sarah's really trying to work her way up,
Well, no, I've abandoned that goal.
But it was a goal. It was an explicit goal for a young Sarah, right?
Yeah. There are saints who were married and then joined the convent after the death of their husband.
Oh, interesting. Took orders.
There was one Saint Muliana, and she was so devastated that she could not offer her chastity to God because she had been married, that she walked around with her eyes closed so that she could not see any object that would inspire desire in her. And so one time she's crossing the road and this man on horseback comes and almost runs her over. And she's so startled that she looks up at him. And she just, in that one moment, she would give everything, away. And then after that, she was just ceaselessly praying for her eyes to be removed.
That's something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's something. Fervor, religious fervor. The idea of offering my chastity to anybody is such a laughable concept.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like I was desperate to get my chastity out of the room.
Yes.
My mom was like, you're not going to have sex till you're 25. And I was like...
That's a really old age.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah?
That's old. 25, you're so old.
But I was like, watch me, bitch. And then whatever.
Yeah, I guess we all offer our chastity to someone at some point. Right?
But isn't that... Maybe in fact, but that's not what it felt like. Do you know what I mean? I was like, let me smush this bug real fast. Not trying to get like heavy or anything, but I wanted that virginity out of me.
Yeah. It's like an "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret" situation where she's like desperate to get her period, like
Totally.
Yeah,
Remove me from chastity, please, oh Lord. You know
what you can't get with chastity
what?
is a bunch of kids.
You can't get, how many of them are there? 10?
Dozens.
14?
Dozens.
Yeah, we speak of Mr. Musk.
Officially on the outs with Donald Trump. I would say irreparably after today.
Yeah, I mean, they're like trading bitch barbs back and forth.
They were fighting online. as they're known to do. And then Elon Musk dropped the tweet that Epstein files are not released because Trump's on them. And
I mean, obviously.
Obviously, no going back.
But that is some serious tea to drop on the internet, accessible to everybody. Like, that would be something to say. Like, even in the boardroom, that would be wild shit. But, like, it's literally accessible to anybody with internet.
Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly new news at all. There are photos.
Yeah, but, like, the highlight of that, do you know what I mean? The, like, bumping that up to the top of the conversation is wild. Has there been a response?
He's tweeted a couple of times today about Elon, but he has not specifically addressed that allegation. And to be honest, I mean, his only options now are either to release the files, which he's not going to do, or not release them. And then, you know, then that's your answer right there. He's in them, you know?
Yeah, totally. I mean, look, there's not that many super rich people. Do you know what I mean?
That's not true.
Really?
I mean, proportionally to the entire population of the world, no, but like
those are the power brokers. Of course, those motherfuckers were kicking it. And Trump also, like, remember when somebody at Jane Doe made an allegation of Trump raping her when she was 13, but then she rescinded the allegation and, like, didn't want to go to court. It was unclear whether because she didn't have enough evidence on her side. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Like, we've had the information that Trump, like many, might be interested in underage girls. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Like, he's grabbing bitches by the pussy. Why wouldn't he grab a teenager by the pussy? He doesn't seem discerning.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, so it's like,
Haven't
of course.
put it past him. Yeah, he's on record as saying Epstein, great guy.
And I'm sure that to Trump, he was a great guy. You know what I mean?
It's so weird. I was talking about this last night. My friend came over and she was like, so, what do you think about Epstein? Like,
I don't know. What do you mean?
Kill himself. But recently, I don't know, it's been coming up in a bunch of conversations. Like, my aunt was saying that her friend, who's like a white collar criminal defense attorney, was at the prison that night and chatted with him about sports and stuff. And he was like, yeah, that's not a dude that was about to kill himself.
But also, anecdotally, doesn't everybody say that shit?
Sure, but I mean, it's a feat to kill yourself in that prison, according to my.
But I thought they just re-released some shit about how he actually proving that he did kill himself. Like, the government's really interested in getting that.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, it's like, I want to say Kash Patel, but I don't know if that's the right person. Who cares?
Could be.
But, like, basically that they were like, yeah, the conclusive file on, and Dan Brigligioni or whatever the fuck his name is.
Wait, you're talking about like months ago now?
No, I think like a month ago. There was just some, I mean, maybe my news feed is like hella old, but I think there was something about how like official government thing says that Epstein killed himself in prison. And I was like, I remember when I saw it, I was like, first of all, don't give a fuck. Second of all, why do they care? But I wonder if it was to preempt. I mean, this would be to get conspiratorial, to preempt whatever the Musk tea is, but that's way too convoluted. So I'm just like, these motherfuckers aren't that smart. Like, they're like party girls. Do you know what I mean? Like, Elon Musk is literally like in a K-hole. Yeah. He can't even get his dick up, right? That's why he's like surrogating all these babies.
So I spread the rumor to Francesca that he could not have sex to completion because of his penile implant, but I did fact check myself, and this was a rumor started by Azaelia Banks,
our credible news source, Azaelia Banks,
who, for the record, said that Grimes told her. And honestly, I kind of do trust Azaelia Banks, so I stand by my statement. Yeah,
so like, okay, so you got a botched dick job, but you're like obsessed with legacy. So you just have all these bitches get pregnant through surrogacy. Literally the least masculine thing ever. So you just like, into like a cup.
Yeah.
And like, that's your big stand. Off. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, look, I've been in a K-hole. Do you know what I mean? Not a good place from which to like run a major corporation.
Yeah, of course he was on drugs. Obviously, look at his crazy ass behavior.
Yeah, he's just your drunk girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? He's just this drunk bitch who's like gonna talk shit on the internet, this is what I was telling Sarah earlier. I was like, it's like that drunk bitch that you guys are like partying and you have like an amazing night together and you like are all fucking zooted up and you're like on coke and you're just like talking and you're like, oh my God, we connect so much. And you're like, oh my God, we're gonna be best friends, you know? And then like for a couple of weeks, yeah, she's your friend. She goes to all the parties with you. She's really fun. She takes her shirt off at parties. Do you know what I mean? Like she's a good time. But like, you know, that bitch is gonna like try to steal your man, pretend like we were never friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then she's gonna talk a bunch of shit about you on the internet. Like, yes. They're just drunk girls.
Yeah.
You know?
Literally.
It's fucked up.
Elon Musk said that he would give his sperm to any woman who asked. So I thought like maybe for investigative purposes.
We should ask?
Yeah. So Elon Musk, if you're watching, can we have your sperm?
But I will say on the record, since last episode I said that all I want from a man is his ejaculation, I'm just going to clarify, that man, I would not want it to be Elon Musk.
No, I wouldn't use his sperm. Obviously, I just want to see if he would give it to us.
No, I want to see too, but I just want to be clear on the record, like, I would never have his baby. I mean, I thought the payout he was trying to give Ashley St. Clair was like pretty good. It was like 10 mil and like 10 mil and like 100,000 a month. I was a little bit like, bitch, why don't you take that deal? Do you know what I mean? But
very practical, Francesca.
Right? I mean, you already made the mistake of carrying this man's baby.
Yeah.
It's over.
I would take Elon Musk's sperm and $10 million, but that's it. I would not carry his baby.
Yeah, no, I would not carry his baby either. But I'm saying if you found yourself in the position that you had already made that grievous mistake, I would not talk about it and take the 10 mil and 100K a month.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hello. Who's paying her? I mean, I guess he is gonna. Now she's applying for emergency child custody. No, child
support.
Child support. This bitch who's in divorce litigation can't even remember what it's called. Child support. Yeah, she's filing for like emergency child support. But he's so vindictive and he does all his shit in Texas, which is like the laws there are not good for women. Yeah. So I bet she's gonna not get a lot. And I just feel like that was a serious miscalculation. Yeah. But she's young. She's cute. She can find somebody else.
Ashley St. Clair.
Ashley St. Clair. Yeah, isn't she young? Isn't she like 27 or something?
Oh, yeah. I think she is kind of young.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about her. Her name sounds fake.
Totally fake. Definitely a fake name. Yeah. She's like not even... Oh, we're not supposed to talk shit about women? She's not even that cute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Elon Musk doesn't... Like, he just picks... I think if he likes what you're tweeting, then he gives you his sperm. I don't think it's that deep.
Oh, is this another case of he didn't even bone her?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
I mean, I think. I'd be very surprised.
Oh, God. How sad.
No. He definitely
did he bone it? Has he put his ejaculation into anybody and created a child?
I can't answer that. But, I mean... He has had children with women who have carried the baby. Yeah,
but he's kind of giving, I've never ejaculated into someone and thus had a child.
Well, according to Azaelia Banks, that would be the issues with his penile implant.
Can we just, I guess, can we use this moment to address, like, it's not always about size.
Yeah.
It's about what you do with it.
No, for God's sakes, so don't get penile implants.
No, don't do it.
You can find some woman who will work with what you have
and will love it
and will love you.
And if you approach it with enough can-do attitude.
Yeah.
But do not do that.
So weird. And also, like, you run the risk of Azaelia Banks later tweeting about your robotic penis. So it's just, the risks are too great.
And like, I mean, that would be a red line. If I found out, like, it's gay, I would literally walk away from the table.
Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, the things that men will do to their bodies. You know, there's like men who get these excruciating surgeries to be taller. Have you heard of this?
So only reason I know about this is because I read for that movie, The Materialists. Oh, I'm like going to ruin a plot point. Whatever.
That movie, okay, honestly, the trailer looked so boring.
I know. I guess I shouldn't talk shit about this, but I'm going to. When I read the script, I was like, oh, fun, someone talking real. But then I saw the trailer and I was like, so maybe it'll be fun and great. But a big plot point in that movie is this surgery to make you taller.
Oh, really?
Spoiler alert. Yeah. Do you think we're gonna get in trouble? Who fucking cares? I didn't sign an NDA.
The movie's out, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it out? Okay, then whatever. Who cares? Great, we're fine.
I think.
Oh, I don't even know what I've been speaking of. The movie's out, so you've seen it.
Don't tell A24 what we've told you.
Yeah, no, it's a huge plot point. Basically, she walks away from a dude because she's like, oh, you got this surgery. Which I'm a little bit like, bitch, you're already so deep into being a materialist. I'm just not buying.
Oh, so she rejects a guy for getting this leg lengthening surgery.
And I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you already have it.
I mean, I'm a notorious woman who dates short men, so
Francesca is the short king.
I get so much shit from my friends, but like, I'm not trying to. It just keeps happening.
No, I mean, short men are men too. All men's lives matter. Speaking of all lives matter, we're going to get into the heart of this episode, which is why are all the white bitches listening to Candace Owens? And I'm going to tell you exactly why. So, Francesca, what do you know about Candace Owens?
I have like vague memories of her at a fashion show with Kanye.
Wearing all lives matter shirts.
Okay, that sounds right. She just seems kind of like a fly buzzing around the corners of the culture. That's my impression, basically.
So I would describe her as a professional grifter.
Okay, great.
She's very successful at what she does, and she's recently been she rose to fame through conservative media, and she's recently been on the radar of like a much wider pool of people because of a couple of things. One is she's gotten into the celebrity gossip grind,
specifically the Justin Baldoni. What's that bitch's Serena? What's that bitch's name?
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively discourse.
Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively discourse. I was watching a video she made about Justin Bieber today. And she also has been very outspoken about Gaza. She's
right.
Like against the war, speaking out for ceasefire. So she kind of seems like she could be like ally, you know?
Yeah.
But she's actually like, I don't think it's coming from a place of like deep concern for the Palestinian people. I think it's coming from a place of she actually just like fucking hates the Jewish people. Although, as Candace Owens would say, how can I be anti-Semitic if I'm trying to free Harvey Weinstein from prison? Okay.
Which I'm also just like, of all the people you're going to try to free from prison, it's Harvey. First of all, top line, to be pragmatic, that motherfucker's old and he's going to die soon. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to look at like whose life is the most value add to society, to loved ones, to save, it's not Harvey, right?
You're trying to get people, wrongfully convicted people, out of prison.
Yeah, choose somebody better who has something to offer the community at this point. You know what I mean?
Also, her whole thing is like Hollywood satanic, satanic and pedophilic. And I'm like, so why are you going out on a limb for fucking Harvey Weinstein?
I just also feel like he blacklisted like Rosanna Arquette, Mira Sorvino, some of my favorite actresses of that era. Like, I have a personal grudge against him. Do I love his film? Do I like venerate what he did with Miramax? 100%. A good friend of ours is like always talking about how she's going to be like the next Harvey Weinstein, and like I see that, and I don't even think we need to put an addendum on that because I get it.
Wait, what?
Because it's like he was an incredible producer. Do you know what I mean? Like he was amazing, and I'll give him that. But like the glory days are done. They were already on the wane. Right, when all this shit came down, and like the man is clearly sick and twisted. Like, okay, I just feel like that's the person you're gonna pick.
She's just a chronic contrarian.
Total, which like I can understand.
And she has correctly identified. I'll go into this. But okay. She made her jump from the Daily Wire when, Trump got elected again. I think I have to fact check my years. Yeah. But, she rightly, what's the word I'm looking for? saw that she could make more money being outside of the mainstream media, which I would argue is now the conservative media.
Sure.
It's not the legacy media,
Yeah.
but it is the mainstream media. More people are consuming conservative news sources than they are liberal. And she knows from coming up in conservative media that you make more being on the outside. So
like Rush Limbaugh kind of paving the way sort of shit. Yeah.
So who is Candace Owens? Where did she come from? Where did she go? She grew up in Stamford, Connecticut.
Get the fuck out.
Why?
Connecticut makes sense for her.
She was not rich.
Okay.
I don't know, is Stamford rich?
There are parts of Connecticut that are like shockingly intense and just not. I've like been to Connecticut maybe 3 times in my life. So in my mind, Connecticut is like white picket fence, scary wasps, you know, conformity. But it's actually not necessarily like that, although that's what it evokes for me personally.
Yeah. She was raised mostly by her mother and her father's parents, her paternal grandparents. And she does not thank either her mother or her father in her book. So she
does not thank them.
No.
So there's a lack of filial piety.
Yeah, she thanks her grandparents who are passed, but she's talked a lot about how influential they are to her and to her values. And she mentions a few times in her book that her father was like maybe a deadbeat dad. So she later goes on to speak to Congress about how the rise of white nationalism is not an issue of concern for Black people. And she would actually put it below the top 100 items that are important to Black people. And the number one issue she feels like is facing Black people is the lack of fathers in the home. So what this really comes down to is daddy issues.
Whoa.
So explains a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
It so always comes back to daddy issues.
I know. But daddy issues are just so tired.
The biggest problem in the Black community is not racism, inequality, lack of access to healthcare, climate change, the alleged need for common sense gun control laws, or any number of the arguments Democrats pitch to Blacks to secure the 90% plus Black vote. The number one problem in the Black community is a lack of fathers in the home. Damn.
So she's like a race traitor.
I don't know.
I mean, I think people would say she's in the neighborhood.
Yeah. I don't know can white people call people race traitors? I don't know. I'm not going to say that. But yeah, I think people feel like, saying that racism is not an issue.
And is not real.
Which is really interesting because she had this really pivotal experience in her late teenage years where a boy that she had been friends with, out of some sort of jealousy and like teenage insanity, with a group of his friends, called her and left a very violent, racist death threat voicemail. So she went on to like alert the school to this, and because, I'm extrapolating, because one of the boys was the son of the mayor, who then went on to be the governor of Connecticut, the school said that they would not take any disciplinary action against the boys unless there was an arrest made, which seems insane for that to be the response of a school. So the way that Candace frames it is that the NAACP swooped in.
Okay.
I think it's likely that a member of her family contacted them.
Yeah.
Sued the school board and won, I think, $37,000. That was the settlement.
And she was displeased by that.
I don't know if she was displeased, but about the settlement at the time, but it was an incredibly traumatic incident for her, and she had to leave school for several weeks. And after that, she developed a really intense eating disorder. In an essay she wrote, she alludes to trying to kill herself in college.
Oh my God, damn.
Yeah, it was really traumatizing for her. And
they would either A, not have left that voicemail on a white bitch's phone, or B, if they had, they would have gotten in fucking trouble at school.
Yeah, for sure. It was a hate crime. I think the FBI got involved. Like, Jesus. It was a big fucking deal. Yeah. So at the time, she basically feels like marked by this experience. So she goes on into her young adulthood and she like works at Vogue, and then I think she leaves.
Eating disorder central, as we all know from The Devil Wears Prada.
She said that it actually really helped her there.
With her eating disorder and like really maximizing it?
Well, maybe, but also her eating disorder helped her career.
Sure. Yeah, that's one way to frame it. Yeah. Yes. In our culture, if you are thin, you are considered more desirable and you have more power. Okay, great. Cool.
So she leaves Vogue to work at a private equity firm.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And in 2015, she leaves and founds Degree 180. Okay?
Okay.
It's a blog.
We got bloggers back on the bloggers.
Liberal millennials.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a basic bitch blog. No one reads it. The site included writing from Owens on a variety of topics, including anorexia, acne, breakups, and dating, and occasionally politics. In one post, she wrote about the, quote, batshit crazy antics of the Republican Tea Party.
Okay. Interesting.
There was a post, not one that she wrote, but on the site about Donald Trump having a small penis, which...
we all believe.
Yes, as we said, no shame.
But
don't get a penile implant, Donald Trump,
please.
She wrote an essay called Fuck Girl Code. I can hook up with your ex-boyfriend if I want. And she wrote advice about how to get prescription stimulants without so much as a doctor's evaluation.
So she has a long-standing eating disorder / maybe amphetamine addiction.
I don't know about the amphetamine addiction.
Well, that's what she's saying. Stimulant. I mean, diet pills are amphetamines.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't.
Interesting. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I would guess she does not currently take amphetamines. I mean, she literally just had a baby, so I should hope not.
Well, I mean, like Ritalin and Adderall are amphetamines.
Yeah.
So maybe. Okay, she just had a baby. Was it her first?
Mm-mm.
Oh, how many babies does she have?
I can't respond to that. I don't know the answer.
I feel like maybe she has.
She has a couple.
Yeah. Mazel tov.
I think like third, maybe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm pro-natalist, right?
You wish her well.
Yeah, I wish her well.
Wish her and her baby
yeah,
well.
Yeah, of course, always.
So literally no one cares about Degree 180 or reads it. Doesn't gain traction. So her next idea is socialautopsy.com. Did you hear about this?
No.
Okay, so in 2016, Owens and a team of women launched a Kickstarter for socialautopsy.com, which is a website dedicated to ending cyberbullying and trolls. So essentially, it's like a doxing website where you can post profiles of people, their photo, their job, their school, and then link it to their anonymous content that they're posting online.
Oh, wow.
So she says there's something about them talking about it and being like, you know, people shouldn't be making mean comments about Caitlyn Jenner online. Like, still like a liberal endeavor.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, here we go. She thought it was important to discover, for example, the names of teachers who left viciously cruel comments against Jenner. So they say that they've compiled a number of these profiles already. So they launched the Kickstarter. They're trying to raise $75,000. And then we're getting very close to kind of her conservative rise.
Okay.
But yeah, she says, I hope it will make people think twice before they exercise their First Amendment rights online as a means to hurt others. Now, keep in mind, this is a person who recently on Tim Dillon's podcast, she said about anti-Semitism on the internet, every day I wake up, I log into Twitter, and I'm called the N-word. That just has to happen because that's how the internet works. And there are some people who are so fragile. I mean, quite literally, people that have texted me a screenshot, like a troll account, being like, look what this person said about Jews. Is this your first day on the internet? If you can't deal with that, you gotta log off. The internet is the internet. It's a place for trolling.
I mean, what I was just thinking when I got quiet and was kind of furrowing my brow is like there is this conversation floating around of like cyberbullying isn't bullying. All you have to do is just log out and go for a walk. And I'm just curious what you think about that. I don't know that I am set on that, although it's sort of is copacetic with my general mindset.
I can see that being a reality for adults. I think for children.
Good point.
That seems incredibly difficult. Just like to have the discipline as a child to not look at that when your entire community.
100% slam dunk, Sarah. Great. Thank you.
So, okay.
But it's interesting that a notorious troll, Candace Owens, was trying to start a nonprofit to eradicate trolling.
Correct.
Yeah, that's just funny.
Correct.
We all become that which we hate.
Wow.
Totally, man. It's painful.
Damn.
But you know what she's giving me a little bit of like Steve Bannon? You know, like somebody who was like raised in the liberal bosom, whose like whole identity becomes turning against the hand that fed them.
Yeah, and I would say I don't know how liberal she actually was. I think she said she didn't vote until the 2020 election. But the way she frames it is that she feels that she was just de facto enlisted to the Democratic Party by nature of her race.
Interesting. You know what? I have a confession.
What?
I did not vote until the 2016 election. I never voted for Obama. Not because I didn't like Obama. He seemed great. I mean, I was kind of in my shit at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention. But
you couldn't find your polling place.
Literally like, oh my God. No. So remember when, no, you were too young. Do you remember when George Bush Jr. beat Gore?
Yes, I voted for him in my first grade election.
You mean you like seriously?
I voted for George Bush, yeah.
Oh,
he won in my class.
You voted for George Bush?
Yeah, there is a Facebook status that I have from, I think, 2008. That's just John McCain smiley face with like an equal sign and then a bracket. I was a young Republican.
You were a young Republican?
You didn't know this about me?
No, I didn't know this. I love this. So you are our new Steve Bannon, Sarah.
Am I?
Yeah, because you're turning against that which you once were.
Oh, I'm like the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Both my parents were Republicans.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God.
So I was like a diehard Republican. I was very pro-life, like hysterically pro-life.
Hysterically pro-life.
I was. I remember like sobbing and like
if you get
interrogating
fixated.
children on their abortion beliefs. Like as a child.
Holy shit, Sarah. See, okay. So then the one from godless California, I was like a diehard liberal, like leftist as a child. And then when Gore lost, and it was so clear that like when the Supreme Court, remember the pregnant chads? I don't even want to get into that. Where like Roger Stone stormed in with a bunch of people and basically stole the election. I was you don't remember that shit? God, we'll have to do like I can't remember the particulars, but basically I was so disillusioned by the way that election had been stolen that I wore black for a week and I didn't vote for 15 years or something.
Damn.
And I was like, democracy isn't real. Your vote doesn't matter.
How old were you?
I must have been in 7th grade.
I just imagine you showing up with like a black veil in mourning for American democracy.
I have a terrible memory, but I literally remember my bus ride to school that morning as I passed the Williams-Sonoma on 86th Street in Madison. And I was completely desolate. Everything that I had thought that this nation stood for had been shown to be a farce.
So you felt like the election was stolen?
I mean, we can do a revisionist history episode. I think that's the general consensus, but we can go back and look at it. But yes, there was like all this drama about Florida, the pregnant chads, meaning like people hadn't fully pressed through the little piece of paper for the vote. So it was called a pregnant chad, but they didn't count it.
Why is it called a chad?
I don't know, dude.
I was imagining like pregnant chads, you know, like ripped buff guys, short haircuts, and they're pregnant, storming in
with Roger Stone.
Yeah.
I mean, not that far off, bro. Roger Stone is a wily one. That man is a python snake. He's fucking nuts. But so I was deeply disillusioned. So the first time I voted was when I voted for Hillary. And I voted for Hillary because the only person in the world who reminded me of my mom
is Hillary Clinton.
Are
you kidding me?
That's what my mom's energy was like, but imagine Hillary Clinton, but like really hot. Men could not deal with her. Mm-hmm. She had such strong, she used to call it, like in the 80s, they called it like animus and anima. She had like a lot of animus. Mm-hmm. That bitch ran a lot of male energy. Mm-hmm. Literally, I have a picture of them together. My mom met her once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a treasured. I say that and then I'm like, where the fuck is that picture? But yeah, so I voted for Hillary because I was like, I vote for my mom.
Yeah.
Like, so she runs a lot of male energy. So men fucking hate her. That's okay. It's okay to be a woman that men don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I've been trying to go down that path or anything, but you know. So yeah, then that was the first time I voted. And then, you know, this great anecdote that I heard like the morning after, my ex was like on the Long Island Railroad going out to something for work. And he said there was a woman. It was like, is it because we stayed up all night, you know, watching that. God, I remember that. We all thought it was going to be a party, and then the dread fell when Trump won. But he was on the train out, and there was this woman in a white pantsuit with like what was the slogan they used back then? Like, she did it, or something like that sticker on her, just clearly who'd been up all night at an election night party, just sobbing the entire way back out to Long Island.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I remember that night. I was canvassing. That was one of my first jobs.
Really?
Out of college. Yeah. Horrible job. Would not recommend
No,
it.
I don't know why they make people do that shit.
People don't like it when you knock on their door and try to talk to them.
People didn't like
politics.
it when you knocked on their door? That I find hard to believe.
I got some bad reception for sure.
Totally.
You know, I'm like walking around town with an iPad being like...
with an iPad.
Are you gonna vote for Hillary? People are like, get the fuck off my doorstep. Yeah, people were not into it. That's why, like, I wanna do canvassing for Zoran, but I'm traumatized.
So we're gonna talk about Zoran next time, but so Sarah canvassed for him, and I accidentally gave him a campaign contribution.
Wait, accidentally? What do you mean? How do you accidentally contribute?
Just because I'm like dumb about the internet. Basically, like I heard that he was having this private like donor party at Cynthia Nixon's house, and I had just been rereading Tom Wolfe's Radical Chic and Mau Mauing the Flatcatchers, and I was like, oh my God, I've got to go to this thing, because I was like, I wonder how Radical Chic is. Have you ever read Radical Chic?
No.
It's so good. It's just basically about how like the kind of like New York Jewish intellectual royalty, like Stephen Sondheim and his wife, like hosted a party for the Black Panthers. And it's just sort of about how like everybody thought it was like the Panthers were just so chic, you know. It's like really kind of white people at their worst sort of shit. But Tom Wolfe is so funny. So I went, but anyway, to go you had to make a campaign contribution, but there was clearly a way you could just put in like $1, but I'm like such a bougie bitch. I was like, I couldn't understand the buttons, so I just like gave him $100 and I was like, fuck.
Wow.
But then I went and like whatever. It was not the Tom Wolfe event I was looking for. Mm-hmm. But we'll talk about that more next week.
Is no Black Panther.
He's no Black Panther. But the white people's energy always gets weird, dude. There was some weird white people energy happening.
DSA energy?
I don't know if maybe that's what it is. I've only like my shadow has only been cast over one DSA meeting ever, probably right after Trump won. I was like, oh, this is where the guys are.
I went to a DSA meeting after Trump won too, and it was a real turnoff, let me tell you.
Oh, really?
It was all just white people sobbing. It was so intense.
Nightmaresville.
Yeah, poorly groomed white people dressing like hipsters from 2008.
Oh my God.
Sobbing.
Oh my God. Kill me.
And then I went to another community meeting that was like unaffiliated with the DSA, but it was mostly Black people, and I was living in West Philly, and they were just kind of like, another day, another dollar, you know?
Totally.
They were so unfazed by it. They were like, what has Obama ever done for us? So.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't vote.
Yeah. Just like Candace Owens.
Just like Candace. Francesca Root Dodson. Just like Candace Owens.
I hope not.
No. Okay, so tell me more of her shenanigans. So tell us about when she turned to the conservative side.
Where we last left off.
Mm-hmm.
She was founding socialautopsy.com.
What a bad name. Also, social autopsy. It's like confusing. It has too many syllables. It's fucking weird.
It didn't take off, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So there's this whole side story that I don't understand about Gamergate. But essentially, all these gamers were cyberbullying these female game developers.
Yeah.
So one of them became an activist against cyberbullying.
Okay.
So when socialautopsy.com's Kickstarter launches, she calls up Candace Owens and she's like, hey, like, I just want to let you know why I think this is a really bad idea. So shortly after that, Candace starts getting cyberbullied.
By whom?
Everyone thinks this is a dumb idea. The cyberbullies come out. The non-cyberbullies come out, and they're all like...
out of the woodwork.
Yeah, we think this is a terrible idea. And so she starts getting doxxed.
Oh, shit.
And in the midst of all of that, she gets a couple of messages from prominent Trump supporters, like Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, my God. I remember him. His downfall was what? That he said pedophilia was, like, basically okay because it's kind of sexy?
Oh, is he like an Allen Ginsberg vibe?
Oh, yeah. I mean, not aesthetically, but sure, yeah.
Whatever. What is it called? The Men Who Love Boys
Agape? Oh, I was just thinking about like the ancient Greeks, where it was common to initiate young boys into the pleasures of...
No, Ginsberg was part of like a man-boy love organization. So think of that the next time you romanticize the beats. So Milo and Mike Cernovich reach out to her. And they're like, hey, you know, the internet's a scary place. Keep your head up, kid, or whatever. And this is the moment. In the words of Candace Owens, I became a conservative overnight. So let's just backtrack here. Candace Owens gets bullied online and then gives up all of her values immediately because a couple of people messaged her and was like, hey, sorry that this is happening. Are you okay? Yeah. Kind of spineless, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, she's not giving like a lot of integrity.
Again, as someone who has been canceled by the liberal establishment just one time at work.
Sarah.
It wasn't that big of a deal, but...
It sounded pretty gnarly to me.
Yes, I was accused of being oppressive or using oppressive language, but all the same... I continued to...
Nevertheless, she persisted.
Fight for social justice, even though I was called out.
By a white woman.
By a white woman.
Obviously.
So, anyway, she becomes a conservative.
Okay.
And... she says, I realized that liberals were actually the racists. Liberals were actually the trolls. Social autopsy is why I'm conservative. So I guess she positioned it like this Gamergate woman who was kind of like a liberal activist set all of these people upon her. I don't know that she had any evidence for that, but that's how she came to the conclusion that liberals were the real racists. So her beliefs are very entrenched in her own personal experience getting cyberbullied.
Yeah,
online.
she's not necessarily acting on principle, we might say.
No, so she starts a YouTube channel called Red Pill Black to promote Black conservatism in the United States. So keep in mind, she's not voted, but she becomes obsessed with this idea of like the Black community being taken for granted by Democrats.
Okay. I mean, valid critique.
Totally. So her first video is a spoof of someone coming out of the closet, and it's called Mom, Dad, I'm a Conservative. She plays all parts in this
low-hanging fruit, but okay.
So she posts a couple of videos. She doesn't get much traction. Then she posts this video, I don't care about Charlottesville, the KKK, or white supremacy. Bam. She
what a headline grabber, you know?
Shot into the stars. People like Charlie Kirk start noticing her.
Oh, Charlie, our friend.
She's a little bit right place, right time. Obviously, the value to the Conservative Party of having a Black woman being out here being like, I don't care about white supremacy.
Yeah. Invaluable. Can't put a price on it.
Yeah. Cannot put a price on it. So she's hired by Charlie Kirk as the director of urban engagement for Turning Point. And that's when Donald Trump notices her. he tweets something like, Candace Owens is doing a great job out there. She's really getting elevated quickly in the conservative movement, despite having like never done anything, you know, besides.
She's cute.
Totally. That's, yeah.
I mean, there you go. She's cute, so.
Side note, just for our when we talk about Zoran, whatever, it's all.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh, he's not experienced enough. And I'm like, that doesn't matter anymore.
Obama was incredibly inexperienced. Wasn't he a junior senator?
Yeah. And Democrats are out here being like, we need someone who's experienced. And then they get a literal corpse, Joe Biden. It's like, yes, he has experience, but there are other things that he is lacking.
Yeah, totally.
So the Republicans, the conservatives don't care. They'll take
what they can get, which is smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
So we don't have any experience. If anyone wants to pick us up, we're willing to turn on a dime. I need a new iPhone. This clip of her at a Turning Point event yelling at BLM protesters goes viral.
Oh my God.
She says, I can't think of the last Asian that I ran into that talked about internment camps, but black people always want to talk to me about slavery.
Does she mean Japanese people?
Yes.
So she said Asian people, but she specifically is referring to the internment of Japanese Americans?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Right.
Which I'm like, are black people trying to talk to you about slavery, Candace Owens?
Oh, fake news maybe?
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't talk to her about slavery, that's for sure.
I certainly wouldn't either.
Yeah. But she's also tight with Kanye, right?
Yeah, this is, so...
Mr. Slavery is a state of mind.
Yeah, which I think he said at the event that he was with Candace Owens at, wearing the All Lives Matter shirts. But it's this clip of her yelling at the BLM protesters that gets her on Kanye's radar. And then he tweets, I like the way Candace Owens thinks.
Not a great sign when Kanye West says that about you.
So she blows up. She forms a organization called Blexit Foundation, which is black exit from the Democratic plantation, quote unquote, to encourage black people to leave the Democratic Party. And when she launches it, she's like, my really good friend Kanye West made the t-shirts for the Blexit Foundation. And then he tweets out, he's like, no, I didn't. And so then she has to kind of roll that back. It was kind of embarrassing for her.
She was getting ahead of herself in her social climbing. Oh, that's the worst.
So from 2021 to 2024, she had a weekly show on the Daily Wire called Candace. And she just becomes one of these kind of key conservative media figures.
Yeah, who you more just like think of their face talking but don't really remember what they say. I guess the only thing I ever knew about her is that like she was always being trailed by accusations of anti-Semitism.
Which is essentially why she leaves the Daily Wire, which is run by Ben Shapiro.
Oh, right.
Because she starts feuding with him on Twitter after October 7th.
Oh, I didn't realize she was there until that recently. Okay.
Yeah, 2024. So a couple of the things she says, yeah, you know, she likes a tweet accusing this rabbi of being drunk on Christian blood.
No.
She talks about a ring of Jews in Hollywood controlling people with blackmail. But then I'm like, bitch, you're trying to free Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, choose
if there's one Jew in Hollywood who's trying to blackmail people, it's literally Harvey Weinstein. I'm sorry. No ideological consistency with this bitch.
Yeah.
What else?
She's a provocateur, which like I get the appeal of as a contrarian, which is a step before a provocateur, I think. Whatever. Who fucking cares? This is a
But she takes it one step further than you, Francesca.
I know she does. I'm just saying, like, I am sympathetic to the juvenile instinct of always holding the opinion that everybody doesn't like. Yeah, it feels like thrilling and exciting to be censured by people like me who have like maybe some kind of weird self-esteem problems. Like instead of like trying to be like everybody else, you can also just try to be the opposite of everybody else.
Yeah, and what I would say is Candace Owens, God bless the basic bitches. You don't have to be out here being like...
I know, because the thing is, she is basic. Have you seen her style?
Yeah, she's incredibly...
She's like a yuppie.
Yeah.
She's really leaned into the Connecticut thing.
Totally. She's married to like a British lord.
I was going to ask if she was married to a white dude.
She is.
Yeah, offs.
So she's a provocateur to the point that she makes these videos. what is it about Hitler that is so bad? The first thing people would say is, well, an ethnic cleansing almost took place. And now I offer back, you mean like we actually did to the Germans?
What?
So
this is why my friends who are being like, hey, have you listened to like Candace Owens' new podcast? It's like so good. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and this is the same episode that she's talking about Taylor Swift, you know?
So she's doing something. She's marrying Hitler apologies to Taylor Swift to pop culture. That's some maniacal shit.
She's been pretty open about
that she loves Hitler.
I wouldn't say she loves Hitler, but is she like a Holocaust denier? I would say pretty solidly yes.
Yeah. What is it about the Holocaust deniers, man? Like, if I would think that if you were super anti-Semitic, you wouldn't need to be a Holocaust denier, right? Because you would just do it on principle. Mm-hmm. That like that would be incidental. But why are so many people, because they're just like, they don't deserve special status because this thing didn't really happen?
I don't know. I think part of it is that she's very into conspiracy theories.
Okay.
It's a big reason why she has gotten to the level of popularity that she has. I find her incredibly grating, but literally millions of people disagree with me. And the comments on her YouTube videos are like, Candace, we're hearing the truth. Like, you're telling Germany's side of the story. Thank you, you know?
Dude, I think if you like were cool in a war, like you're not going to be, like your country isn't going to be shaded by deep guilt and shame, like literally 80 years later. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you talked to Germans about World War II? Like, they're still fucked up.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Have you ever tried to like date a German? They're fucking psychos. You know what I mean? Like, the psychic wounds don't run that deep unless something went down.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it's just the conspiratorial aspect of it.
Okay.
Combined with real anti-Semitism.
Yeah. So there's like this meld of her favorite interests.
But at the same time, she is a defender of Justin Baldoni, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. So she loves entrenched power. She
said something about, I just totally lost my train of thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wants to protect. She's all for protecting racists, excusing holocausts, and appealing to white chicks.
I remembered my train of thought. Okay. So one point I'll make about her pro-Palestinian activism, which I would argue is like not incredibly genuine, is that she, in 2018, went to the opening of the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem.
Oh, damn.
Which coincided with the bloodiest day of the 2018 Gaza border protests. And she tweeted, amazingly, not a single elected Democrat is here to celebrate this historic event in Jerusalem, a bona fide signal that they do not stand with Israel. This snub will not soon be forgotten, not in America or abroad. So, like, a few years ago, she was extremely pro-Israel.
Yeah, and I also just say, for people who don't remember, like, moving the embassy to Jerusalem was, like, a huge escalation and provocation that Donald Trump made in his first term.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, everybody was like, no, dog, don't do that, dude, don't do that, you know? So.
But again, it's like the mainstream opinion is that anti-Semitism is bad. So Candace Owens obviously needs to be outside of that.
Yeah.
She, you know, her videos she presents everything like, I'm just asking questions. I'm not an expert, you know.
Sounds like a couple of bitches we know.
Exactly.
So she's just like a dumb bitch podcaster.
I've never been a person that's believed in the moon landing. It's always just felt a little foolish to me. You know, stuff like that. I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am is somebody who has left the cult of science. I've left the megachurch of science because what I now believe is that science is actually, if you think about it, a pagan faith.
I mean, look, there are nuggets in there that I agree with. But, like, this is what I always wondered about, like, Kyrie Irving, you know, a notorious flat earther, is, like, what is his experience when he gets on an airplane? Like, is he worried about hitting the edge? Like, he seems to just fly. I mean, I think they do a lot of shit in China. The NBA is like always doing shit in China. Like, is he like a flat earth agnostic once he goes over the Pacific? Because that sounds fucking terrifying to me. If you thought that the earth was flat and then you're just going to fly off the disc, man.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It would have happened by now, probably, with all these pilots out here being.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around the world. I've been to China on a plane. And sometimes.
When did you go to China?
My mom took me there when I was 12.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in Hong Kong when it was still part of the Royal Crown.
Oh, how was it?
Fucking tight. It was like New York on steroids. Mm-hmm. There were all these like electric neon signs, but they were all stacked on each other like 20 deep. I think I recently read that they're removing all the because they're so no fun. The People's Republic of China is removing all the neon signs, which is like such a distinctive part of Hong Kong. Yeah, it was great. But I went on there, and you get so high at some point, and the sun never sets if you go at a certain time. I think you just follow the sun. Mm-hmm. Like, you can see the curve of the earth and shit.
Well, she's, to be fair, Candace Owens is neither flat earther nor round earther.
I just feel like most people, I am skeptical of a lot of shit. I'm pretty clear that the earth is round.
Speak for yourself. Candace Owens disagrees. She presents everything as like a very like investigative journalist, but then she'll be like, today we're interviewing a man who was punched in the face by Buzz Aldrin, you know, like about how the moon landing wasn't real. Like, that's his credential, is that he was punched in the face by Buzz Aldrin.
I just feel like I do believe that the moon landing happened just because men are so interested in wasting resources and energy on totally pointless exercises, in my opinion. So like that tracks. But like but even if that, like, who fucking cares?
I think that there's such a thirst for conspiracy theories because people have the feeling, the intuition that things are not as they seem.
You know what's not as they seem? Rich people in this country don't pay taxes.
Damn straight.
That's what's not as it seems.
Hell yeah.
That's it. They get a fucking free ride. They profit off of all of us, and then they just get their fucking yachts and their fucking PJs, and they don't pay. I think most people are at like a 30 to 50% tax bracket, and I think billionaires are at like a 7 to 10%.
Damn.
You could fact check me on that, but I'm pretty fucking sure I'm not far off.
Yeah.
That's that feeling you have that shit is not right, that the story isn't adding up, is that the fucking rich people and corporations in this world are trying to get everything they can for themselves, and they don't give a fuck. That's it. And like, this is what the Democratic Party needs to talk about. Tax the rich.
Totally.
Just make them pay their way, like you and me and every other motherfucker on the street is doing. Mm-hmm. Just tax the rich. That's what we can be the party of. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I filed an extension because I didn't actually have enough money to pay my taxes. But I'm planning on doing it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. And like, you couldn't avoid it because you know what the IRS is doing now? They're not auditing rich people anymore. Under Trump, he directed them to audit the lowest earners. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of country that they want to make because they still are. I just want to be clear. This is still the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This is the rich people's party. They've done an incredible rebrand. But like, and the Democrats, look, are all fucking neocons and corrupt too. So it's like they did it to themselves.
That's why like when Curtis Yarvin says that America should be run like a company, I'm like, bitch, it already is. Like, the CEOs are at the top.
I was just reading this article in the New York Review of Books, which I don't remember the title of right now, but basically what it was talking about is like all of these incredibly wealthy people who are now getting all hard for this idea of like an autocracy or a monarchy, like forget that a liberal democracy with rule of law, consistency and stability and a bureaucracy that functions is what created the opportunity for them to become so fucking rich in the first place. Mm-hmm. And like, lest they forget before they jettison our democracy, that this is the situation that allowed them to exist in the first place. And you know what? An autocrat might not be that into really rich people with different opinions than them. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody, all the oligarchs in fucking Russia, they have to be in alignment with Putin or else they get exiled. Like the wealthiest right now many of them are actively building a situation in which they will be fucked.
Yeah, it's already happening. Like Trump is canceling contracts with Elon Musk. Like it's already, as retaliation, it's already happening.
These hoes ain't loyal. They're not loyal to fucking each other, and they're not loyal to democracy. Mm-hmm. They just want to I don't know. Call me naive. I believe in democracy. I believe in the democratic republic we have. Do I think it's flawed? Do I think there should be campaign finance? No. But this is what we have. I don't think it's cool to roll it back to kings. I just don't think that's tight.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers, their brain is so broke because they're so fucking greedy and power hungry. They're taking all the money. They're making their salaries fucking enormous. You know what I was looking at? This in the same article they were talking about how in the generation that was born after the baby boom, they had a 90% chance of being more likely than their parents to make more money. You know, in my generation, the babies who came up after Reagan, because of Reaganomics, we have a 50-50 chance of making more money than our parents. It's going down.
Well, Francesca, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Was your father at home?
My father was not at home, Sarah.
Because maybe if he was, you wouldn't have these problems.
Maybe if my daddy, maybe if my mommy, because I don't know if he's going to get mad at me. I don't think he's listening, but he did run up with my mom's best friend. So maybe if she had just forgiven him that, running off with the only maid of honor at her wedding, the only maid at her wedding.
That's tough.
Maybe I would be making a lot more fucking money, Because maybe it's just a me problem. Maybe it's not the market. Maybe it's not the culture we've created. Maybe it's not Reaganomics. Maybe it's not all that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have a moral deficit, right? Because I think that's what fucking Candace and what all these assholes and the conservative assholes want to believe is that it's a you problem. But that's why everybody loves Trump, because Trump's the first person who's you're being exploited. But instead of looking at it's the corporations, he's looking at it's other countries. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that are fucking us. And because they're fucking us, you're getting fucked, but I'm going to fix that for you. But that's a complete misidentification of the issue.
Totally. And I think that the whole fatherhood thing, conservatives, if they are arguing that we're truly living in a meritocracy, that everyone is truly equal, then we have to explain why Black people are not as rich and successful. Mm-hmm. And we can't say it's about race because we live in a meritocracy and everyone is equal. So, it's actually about how the families are not together and it's your fault because your dad was not at home.
Well, but I would also say more and more in mainstream conservative talk, there is race theory and eugenics. And I would say that the movement is going towards not everybody is equal. And that has become socially permissible for people on the fringe right that's not so fringe anymore to just say. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Which is that's the discourse that we're having right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Thanks, Republican Party.
Yikes.
Anyway, they're all just full of fucking shit. But Candace Owens, but here's the thing is I was talking about this with Sarah earlier and I was like, yo, can I talk about this? But I think that why all the white bitches I know love Candace is because she's an accessible Black woman. You know what I mean? She's non-threatening. She's not, because you know how in fucking all the woke shit, everybody was just railing on white bitches all the time? How white women are the most oppressive. White women are keeping the patriarchy maintained. Do you remember all that shit?
Yes, I recall.
Yeah, but I think that so the white women just feel this this relief. They look at Candace and they're it's not my fault.
Yeah, totally.
It wasn't me. It's not me. It's Jeffrey Epstein. It's Blake Lively.
It's literally Blake Lively.
It's literally Blake Lively who's ruining your fucking life.
Her other arch nemesis is Emmanuel Macron's wife.
This shit I don't understand.
She's obsessed with her. She believes that Brigitte Macron is not only a trans woman, but Emmanuel Macron's biological father.
I thought uncle.
Okay, it's one of the two.
I think biological uncle.
I watched 3 hours of her multi-part documentary about this, and I was like, listen, I gotta be honest, I've lost all interest. I don't care.
I think people just are obsessed with the idea that a hot young guy would want to fuck an older woman. And we can understand sexual perversion in men. Even Epstein. Even my thought is yeah, but they weren't children. You know what I mean? Like, we are so willing to forgive men their proclivities, but the idea that like a young man, like an 18-year-old or 20-year-old would want to fuck an older woman is so disgusting.
He was like 15. He was young.
He was 15 when he met her?
And she was his teacher.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So sorry. We got to roll this back. I mean, I get what you're saying. And I would say, yeah, I mean,
but the reason, I guess my point extrapolated back from that, taking that back, is that like, you're not going to watch 3 hours of a podcast on why an older man was grooming a 15-year-old girl. Because nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, that's just how men are. It's the fact that it was a woman that everybody is like so obsessively transfixed on.
Totally. And I think that people look at it, it's like the truth is so much more boring and more there than we want to believe. Like, we want to believe there's like this deep conspiracy about who she is. But the fact is that like it was probably just a very inappropriate, pedophilic, you could say, relationship. And
she got him hooked.
She got him hooked. It's fucking France, so
they're fucking weird. They literally had major literary figures writing, I'm actually not going to say this because it's so disgusting, but writing about having sex with actual children, with prepubescent children. And like, this was like a man of letters. He just got canceled. I can't remember his fucking name, but it took like 30 years. Literally would write books about fucking children. Yeah. And he was like a lauded French author. Like, some things, I mean, and that's the whole thing, is like everything is permitted, nothing is forbidden. That's the fucked up shit in France. Yeah.
Totally. So she may or may not be a trans woman. I feel like, honestly, that's like, regardless, like that's irrelevant, right? It's like the story is that she groomed him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like, it's too out there. It's too plain. Just like what you were saying about like the billionaires are not paying taxes. It's like, well, people would rather.
We'd rather have a sexier answer.
Yeah.
But like, it's not a sexy answer most of the time. It's just like the rich people are fucking you.
Yeah, it's right in front of our faces.
And that's painful. It's painful. So it's like, I'd rather believe in some magical thinking that I can find the source of with me and a select group of the few chosen ones to understand the world as it really is, as opposed to just accept that I'm being fucked. I've been fucked. That probably will keep getting fucked unless we do something serious. And that's just the reality of like being a sucker in, capitalism.
You seem so bummed right now.
I guess I'm a little bummed when I put it that way. And I get why I would want to believe in some golden key to unlocking the world. It makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. But I do find Candace Owens' like fixations on the trans shit to be like a little questionable.
Yeah, she's really hitting people over the head with her Christian morality.
Christian morality?
She's Catholic.
She's a trad cath?
Yeah.
Like, she converted.
She has like a giant cross in the background of all of her videos.
This gets back to what you're saying about converts, Catholic converts.
Yeah.
Suspect. Thankfully, I don't ever have to be one because I found this really lovely Episcopal church in the Anglo-Catholic tradition, so I can just stick with what I have.
The last thing I'll say is, you know who she's tight with? The frickin' Tate brothers.
It's like, oh, bitch, please. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, she's interviewed both of them. I tried to watch an interview with Andrew Tate.
She's just a hate monster, man. She's just a hate monster in like yuppie ass preppy fucking clothes with her straightened fucking hair that white chicks feel safe listening to.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Candace Owens, wish you well, but
pass.
Not that well. Yeah. I mean, I just hope that you find some integrity somewhere down in Tennessee.
I don't know. I just feel it's like there's always a bitch at the party.
As long as people can get rich and famous from talking shit online, there will always be Candace Owens.
Yeah, but I would just remember, I'll just say to all those white bitches who've been telling me about how amazing she is, this is the woman who said, what's so bad about Hitler? And I just think, you're never going to get me to a rhetorical place where I'm like, Hitler wasn't that bad.
Well, she said, she granted that he was bad, but she said it wouldn't have been a problem if he had just stayed in Germany. The problem was when he looked out beyond Germany. It wouldn't
be a problem if he just killed German Jews?
She didn't say that. She said
it's implied.
He wanted everyone to be German. Yeah, she says that this quote is taken out of context, but it's literally not. Someone asked her like why she thinks nationalism is like considered bad or whatever, and she just unprompted started talking about Hitler and was like, well, the problem with Hitler was that he just didn't stay in Germany. If he had just wanted to fix Germany,
okay,
everything would have been fine.
The problem with Hitler is that he killed Jews.
Like, he wasn't even an effective bureaucrat, you know what I mean? Like,
I just feel like it's really clear what the problem with Hitler was.
There's nothing good you can say. He was a fucking drug addict. He was a terrible artist. He killed a ton of people. He brought psychic, spiritual shame.
You can't even get good
of Germans.
Yeah, you can't even get good German dick.
Yeah, sure. My number one complaint with Hitler. It's like, there's nothing good to say about him. And her whole thing is like, well, why can't we talk about him? And it's like, you can. It's just weird when you fucking
It's weird that you want to talk about Hitler. It's weird that you're always talking about the Jews. It's weird that you're totally fixated on somebody for being closeted trans or whatever her accusation is. Like, there's a certain point at which, like, yeah, just asking questions turns into like, you are showing us the clarity of your obsession. And I think it's pretty clear that this obsession has an underpinning, which is like, you're fucking anti-Semitic and you don't like trans people.
Word.
And I don't fuck with bitches like that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really looking forward to not watching any more of her videos now that we're done with this episode. And it's not even because of her beliefs. I just find her like rhetoric really irritating.
So Candace, get away from all my white friends.
You heard her. No, I just think people, fair warning, if you're watching her and you're like, oh, like her, like harmless
so
Justin
fun.
Baldoni, it's like, this bitch is pretty sinister, to be honest.
Yeah, so just go down the rabbit hole, you know what I mean, of not believing Candace, and just look at her background and make the decision for yourself.
Cool. Any last words?
No, I think, I'll just send out a prayer for the universe, and I hope Elon and Trump can really find some common ground and maybe repair their beautiful party girl, drunk bitch friendship.
Yeah. Elon Musk, we hope your penile implant heals soon.
Maybe someday you'll be able to actually put a baby in a woman naturally, and that would show really what kind of man you are.
I kind of think if he's doing that much kind of mean,
it's not
in the cards.
It's not in the cards.
All right.
Well, prayers and blessings.
Class dismissed.
Bye.